I've done it. So today is officially day 30 of me posting on my YouTube channel every single day. And to be honest, I am very surprised and proud of myself for making it this far, because the truth is I haven't gone viral. I haven't had a steady flow of leads sliding into my DMs, and I'm definitely still trying to figure out thumbnails, titles, and actually how to get in front of my dream audience, which, girls, if you're listening, is girls feeling like they're trapped in a 9-to-5 and wanting to find another revenue income stream, or just leave their 9-to-5s and go travel the world like I did. So long story short, this isn't going to be post on YouTube for 30 days, every single day, and you'll become an overnight success, because that is not what happened. But it did, however, change me in a lot of other different ways. So I'm just going to go through them now, because hopefully it helps someone else. So what actually changed? I'm going to start off by saying that I'm definitely more confident on camera. I can almost hold a conversation with my phone, which I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I definitely have been yapping a lot and probably disclosing more than I'd like. But in the same sense, I do think that my speech is more continuous. That was the wrong time for me to start. Essentially, I've moved on from second guessing everything that I'm saying and almost going with the times that I stutter like I just did. I do not want my channel to be perfect. I just want it to be real, and I want to get as much value as possible out there. And that does mean that the edits are not perfect, but maybe that's something I'm going to work on. So this actually moves me into my second point, which is I really do not overthink the posting anymore. I'm not thinking so much about lighting, even though it's really nice because it makes me look a lot nicer. I'm not putting on like loads of makeup. I literally have been doing the last couple of weeks with no makeup whatsoever, because every day I was waking up and putting makeup on and I was thinking, am I really going to be doing this for a 10-minute video? So I've just been trying to find the nicest lighting that will do me a bit of justice, but at the same time, I'm not here to look nice. I'm here to provide value and also show girls that it's possible. Excuse my laptop, normally that is on do not disturb, so apologies for that. Ultimately, the last 30 days has really shown me that all I need to do is pick up my phone and yap, and that way I can get some content out there, but it's definitely something that I'm looking to streamline more to provide more value. The biggest difference in me over the last 30 days is that I've actually stuck to something for 30 days. I don't think I've ever done anything for this length of time so continuously, and especially like I've had nights out, I've had celebrations, I've had hangovers, I've felt really under the weather a couple of times this month, and I have really remained focused on my goal just to practice, to put myself out there, and I guess take myself out of my comfort zone. Because when I started with my most recent coach and he was talking to me about the value of YouTube, I was really wondering how that would align with what I was doing and how I would actually be able to show up online. But the more that you think you're going to reach only the right people and you don't have to think about someone from your primary school seeing you and laughing at you, it does make a complete difference to the amount of times that you show up, and also just not overthinking it. So congratulations to me for posting for 30 days. Sevi's not here at the minute, but he's been in quite a few, so he should be very grateful as well. I have such a creative and ADHD brain that sticking to something like this is honestly huge. This has not changed my life in the way that I would have dreamt it would, but it has changed my mindset when it comes to a lot of different things, including what is next. I've proven that I can show up, but now it's all about showing up with intention. I want to provide content with value that can resonate with people that are in the exact same position I was 3 years ago, which was stuck in an office thinking there must be more to life than this. From here on out, I'm committing to at least 3 uploads a week, which is still huge for me, considering when my last coach told me to do 1 upload a week, I ended up doing 1 upload a month. So I know for sure, because I've committed to this for 30 days, that 3 uploads a week will be pipsqueak. And I've actually thought of a bit of a plan for a structure moving forward so that I can really dedicate a good couple of days to each video to make sure that I am training myself to provide as much value as possible. First and foremost, with branded, value-driven vlogs. So I know that I've been doing a lot of talking head style things on here. Oh my God, talking head style videos. but I might be continuing that. However, I do want some more branding. I do want some sounds. I do want to make them a bit more engaging and perhaps get a bit of B-roll in there as well. Honestly, I'm surprised that I just said B-roll because I normally say buy-roll, so that's really great. This is another thing from my 30 days that I've obviously managed to get my head around. It's essentially going to be parts of my content that I've been doing over the last 30 days, but with more structure, more refined, and I guess more value overall, and something that's really digestible that people can take on. Think of how-to, mindset lessons, and just basically a lot of what I've learned over the last 3 years, with the hopes that it can save someone a lot of brain power, because I will do all of the thinking for you. Ultimately, I want to continue sharing everything I know about freedom, working remotely, and building your own business online, and what that could look like for you. I've also been really going into a bit of a spiral about doing a series, because personally I think that if I had a series each week that I know I had to do, I can stay really focused on making sure I do it, like this 30 days for instance. And that's something that I've really missed. I've not had the time to sit down and think of a series or actually action it. But funnily enough, this morning, it might be a sign because this is obviously the 30th day that I'm posting on YouTube, I thought of a new series that I want to launch called Love Letters. I'm really single, so I feel like any love that I can give out, even if it's to people on the internet or people like my friends and family, then it's so worth it. I've got a lot of it. The premise of this series isn't going to be all about love. It's going to be about everything else that freedom can provide other than travel. I'm obviously back in the UK now after living in Bali for 2 years and countless holidays as well as that. And honestly, I do not have the urge to travel because I'm enjoying so many of the little moments in life. I'm trying to find the sunshine in the UK even when it's not here. What makes that happen is definitely the people around me, and I've been really grateful and fortunate to grow up with such an amazing support system that have supported me on this journey. That being said, I thought it would be really interesting to obviously share a bit about my relationship with the guests and actually ask them questions about what I do and what they have seen change the most in me over the last 2 years since I left my office job. Because as much as my content has been very travel heavy, I have really just enjoyed being able to dedicate a lot of time to my friends and family, especially when everyone else is at the office. It's been a complete game changer for me, and that's the #1 reason why I would never go back to an office job. So I'm really interested to obviously put that into a series. I was speaking to my cousin about it earlier, and she's going to be my first guest, which is amazing. I'm really excited to put that together and just show people what is possible when you can leave your 9 to 5. And then of course for each week I want to be doing a compilation of videos really for a bit of a remote lifestyle vlog. I'm about to move to Manchester, so I think it'll be a really interesting time to see how I can settle into a new city. I did live there before, but it was like 5 years ago, and I was also with a boy then, so it'll be really interesting to obviously move there with my best friend. It'll be my birthday, we're going to have a meet up with the community, which will be so nice just to see all of the girls in real life and obviously have more of their in real life connection. I saw on Jamie Lang's story this week that the social media usage peaked in 2023, and the first people to sort of drop off using it so much had been people in their 20s, and I think it really showcases a bit of a shift where we are looking for those in real life connections, and I'm just a bit sick of doom scrolling. I'm definitely in that vibe right now. So it's all about how, as remote workers, we can build that connection with people and almost have like our own, I guess, office Christmas party, but regularly because we've got the time. So bottom line, the vlogs will continue, and hopefully they will be featuring some in real life events for remote workers and just people that are looking for the sunshine in the UK, because that is what my life is going to consist of now. All of the little moments that make me feel grateful, and everyone deserves to feel grateful in this life because we only live once. This has been 30 days of showing up consistently, and yes, there's been no virality, but I think that we can all agree, or I definitely am going to be sharing this insight to everyone, that consistency builds confidence faster than results. And that is why I'm going to continue showing up. I'm just going to be putting a lot more strategy into the videos that I'm posting, and hopefully a lot more value. So when you watch this, you're not thinking, why am I just watching this girl yapping? You're thinking, wow, pow, pow. And there's just like information just spilling out of me. And I mean, let me just reflect that the Rach 3 years ago that was working in an influencer marketing agency actually would be so proud of where I am to have shown up for 30 days on YouTube and on socials and actually be shouting about her achievements and what she can do, especially considering I was chained to an office and now I'm free as a bean. I wish I had a Prosecco or something, but here is to day 30 and to the next chapter. I hope to see as many people as possible there. And of course, if you were ever curious about remote work or wanting to know what that would look like for you, then drop me a DM because I would love to catch up with you and obviously have a quick chat.